Peace, family. Welcome again to Muhammad's Mosque TV, as we're calling. This is our social media ministry that we have on YouTube. And every week, God willing, we want to bring you all content. So today what we're having, we have our brother here, familiar, known by many. Some of you may not know, but you will know him after today. And he's going to talk about the work that he does and the work that you probably seen on social media and Facebook and all of that stuff in graphic design, but you probably never knew that it was our brother. Some of our people knew. So we got Brother Lawrence. What's up, Brother Lawrence?
That's right now.
So, as I said, the work, if you see a lot of those flyers, and I'm gonna leave it to our brother to talk about who he makes the flyers for, but I'm saying like a rough percentage. I'm gonna just say, damn, I feel like 90% of the flyers that we see for people in the nation, you're making them, right? So tell us how you began in the graphic design business.
Well, I actually started doing graphic design around 2008, 2009. And the way it started was I was already doing it as a hobby, but then I got laid off from a job. And then everybody in the place got laid off and they were wondering, well, what am I going to do next? What's going to be my next thing? They were asking me, well, what are you going to do? I said, man, I'm going to go full-time into graphic design.
Wow.
And that's how it kind of started. So I actually started professionally full-time in 2009.
Wow. And listen to me, I've tried my hand on a very amateur way of doing flyers. It is not an easy work. It is not a short work. It takes some time. Even the process of coming up with the overall idea, right? So tell us, or you can tell the audience, like, who are some of the people you've designed flyers for?
Well, of course, yourself.
Yes, he has.
Our local flyers
Appreciate
here,
that.
Muhammad Mosque number 46. Also for our regional minister, student minister Abdul Halim Muhammad in Houston, Texas. I've done flyers for Brother Dr. Wesley Muhammad, Brother Dimitri, a host of Brother Carlos in Baltimore, and a host of other mosques and study groups that I've done flyers for. But I think the ultimate, for me, in my opinion, was the one I did for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in May of this year. So that was like the highest level for me to do one for Minister Farrakhan.
And in addition to the graphic design that you do also with the flyers, Brother designs websites. So if you go to our website and you'll see the information on the bottom of the screen, Brother designed our website. So it's a multiple of different things that you've done. Now, you mentioned, say, you've done stuff for those inside the nation, and you've also done stuff for those outside the nation as well?
Yes, so I do flyers and just graphic design, period, for those inside of the nation, but those outside of the nation. And it's a funny story because, excuse me, All Nation Designs actually started by accident.
Wow.
And it was just, I saw some of the flyers that were being put out by some of us in the nation. And in my opinion, I didn't think it was up to par and represented us properly. And so from that point, I came to you and I said, well, you know, I'll just start designing your flyers and just chalk it up to charity. And then from that point, you started getting inquiries of who were designing your flyers. And basically, that's how All Nation Designs got started.
I thought it was started before then.
No, I had a design company before, but that was for, you know, the Lost Found.
Okay.
It was Official Designs, and that was my actual company. All Nation Designs never was intended to be a company. I didn't even come up with the name All Nation Designs until after I started working with you.
So being that we're talking about that, because after Brother started doing my flyers, many people was like, yo, man, who's doing your flyers? I was like, Brother Lawrence, man, you need to get with him. So what's the process if somebody's in the nation, not in the nation, if they see this video, when they see this video and they want to reach you to do the flyers, what's the process, or whatever the graphic design may be? Because not only flyers, I've seen you design brochures and pamphlets and everything else.
Yeah, so the way it does, as of right now, you can get me on my social media, on Instagram, or on my Facebook page. You can get that on Instagram. Is at all.nations.designs, or All Nation Designs on my Facebook page. And once you contact me, I get the information, find out what your title is, what the subject is, and what you're going to be teaching on. And then once we get that information down pat, then you would pay your deposit. And then from that point, we'll go back and forth, and then we'll kind of tweak things until we get it right. And once the project is completed and before delivery, then the rest of the payment is made, and then the delivery is made after that.
So you all heard the process. You see, if you're gonna see the video, you see the actual flyers and the work that our brother does. So it's not, this ain't stuff fly by night. This is real quality flyers, and I might pull one from off the internet and put his next to some other stuff so people can actually see it. You make business cards as well. I don't know if you want to talk about your new thing. It's too far to put that out of the bag, what you showed me.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, you got something else. Stay tuned. Something else coming down the line. It's hot, fashionable.
Yeah,
It's fashionable. You're definitely gonna like this. So stay tuned and give our brother, let business cards, websites, whatever it is. You're doing all of these things, and give them a shot. Any closing words?
yeah. I would just like to say that in the Nation of Islam, we ought to be the vanguard of our people, and we are the best, we are the powerful, and we are the righteous. And I believe that every aspect of our lives should show that. And so when we say we represent the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I think that every foot that we put forward should also represent that. So when we are promoting and marketing and advertising, all of those materials that we put out should also be very professional.
Good point.
And so when people look at it, and they'll be attracted to that, and it lives up to the standards of what they already have in their minds about the Nation of Islam.
That's true. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification button, and share the videos that you see us posting on there now. So thank you all. Peace.